Okay, up next in the Eight Films to Die For, final year they did it series, or at least as far as I know, it's the final year they did it. It's Jeffrey Lando's Suspension. Now, this one I went into pretty blindly. This is one of the ones that I didn't watch back in the day, so this is the first time watch for me. Wasn't really sure what to expect, but basically we follow this girl that's at school and she's drawing these weird images that we see basically happen prior to her drawing it, and she gets in trouble and she gets suspended. But that's basically it. That's where the movie gets its name. But besides her getting suspended, that's kind of like the gist of it. She goes home and she's going to watch her brother, and her mom's going out. And we learn different stuff about her family as the movie goes on. As we learn pretty quickly that apparently her father is a crazed killer who runs around killing people while wearing a mask. And he apparently had killed like her brother or something at some point. So that's going on. But she also seems to share this weird connection because stuff that we see him do, she draws it in her little book. And of course, she's getting picked on at school by people, and there's a boy she likes. And it's just, it mixes some teenage stuff that you see in teenage movies with, your typical slasher stuff. Um, like I said, outside the name being probably a little bit misrepresented here, it's an okay movie. And the more I watched it, like the longer it went on, like the better it seemed to get, even if at first it didn't seem very spectacular. Another common theme in these movies for the Eight Films to Die For is the gore seems to be really good. Um, this one here kind of builds itself up. The leading lady, which I'll have to look real quick and see if I can see her name here. I guess it's Ellen McCavin or McKiven or something like that. You'll have to look it up on IMDb. Really strong lead. I mean, she looks like $1,000,000 and she acts really well, especially later on when the plot causes for her to act in some different ways. And like I said, it's one of those movies where you kind of hate who you're supposed to hate. There's some character, really nobody seems good besides her and her brother, of course, who is mute and can't talk. But everybody else seems like a jerk. They're like over religious, they're just overbearing, and then you got this big hulking guy going around just killing everybody on his way to the house. Of course, he's their dad, and like I said, it leads up to this big giant twist, and probably depending on how you feel about the twist might end up being how you feel about suspension when all is said and done. I didn't mind it. I thought it was good enough. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Uh, probably, probably wouldn't go that high uh, if it wasn't for the lead, if it wasn't for the kills, and if it wasn't for the twist. Although the twist left me a little bit torn because if you watch it, you'll notice this is a twist we have seen more than once before. That being said, Suspension is still a solid watch, and if you like slasher flicks, I'd say give it a go. So, Suspension, 8 films to die for. Once again, it's burn on demand, but it's solid.